Today I'm going to be doing a review of Non-Stop. The movie is about this air marshal who is on this plane headed to London, and he gets a text from a supposed terrorist on the plane who says that they're going to kill a person every 20 minutes, that there isn't a certain amount of money that is transferred to this bank account. So it's sort of like the ultimate game of Clue on a plane. So with the actors, it was like eventually almost everybody on the plane became a suspect for who was doing the murders and stuff. And there were times when I thought that the actors could have been a little bit more upset because, you know, there was a terrorist on the plane and somebody was going to die every 20 minutes. So there was a couple parts where they could have been a little more upset, or a couple characters could have been anyway, but I thought for the most part that they did a really good job. Like, there's this one part where he, like, tells all of them to put their hands on the seat in front of him, and he's going to search a select number of them, and there's a couple people who, like, do a very good job of acting scared or angry with him for doing that. The special effects came into play when there was like a couple of parts where there was little explosions or gunshots, or a couple of people got poisoned, and so the special effects and makeup and stuff that they used for that, like, really made the movie come to life. So since the movie was kind of based around somebody being killed every 20 minutes, I thought it was important for you to know, like, the final death count. The final death count is actually pretty low. It only totals to 4, and 2 out of the 4 the main character actually end up killing. So overall, I thought the movie was really good. They did a pretty good job explaining how they got to this point, the motives behind the actual terrorist, the backstory of the air marshal. They did a really good job, like, tying it all up and explaining how everything got to that point. In my other videos, you know that I, instead of rating in stars, I do it in popcorn. 4 and 5 is the fully popped, 3 is the old maids, and 1 and 2 is the gross burnt popcorn. I gave it 0.5 because there were a couple times where they were trying to get you to think that the bad guy or the terrorist was actually so-and-so, when if you were paying attention, it couldn't have been so-and-so because they weren't doing this at this given time. So there were a couple parts where that happened, and also there were just the actors that weren't convincing enough. I mean, there's a terrorist on the plane, there's a chance that you might die. I was expecting some of them to be a little more frantic about it. So, sort of my wrap-up side note is that it was a really good movie. I'd definitely go see it again, but it was sort of one of those movies where you need to hold on to the person in the seat next to you. I know that I did that to one of my friends. You know who you are. I'm terribly sorry. So, until next time, go catch a movie. Oh yeah, and by the way, at the end of the movie, you find out that the terrorist is